With winter weather bashing the country and the lineup release fresh in our heads, you probably feel like it's too early to start worrying about your car's broken air conditioning or what SPF sunscreen to bring. But with a short 143 days until the Bonnaroo campgrounds open, here are a handful of things you should start thinking about right now before it's too late. But yeah, don't worry about the sunscreen. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Kefin, but you can call me Steve. Back from a brief post-lineup release hiatus to start getting you ready for this year's fest. Now, I'm a firm believer that Bonnaroo can be done on any budget in any time frame, and you can have an amazing time even if you buy your ticket in the Walmart parking lot in Manchester and only bring a pair of underwear and a towel. Yeah, don't forget to bring a towel.
Wait, what is this again? I have no idea what's going on.
But even if it can be done at the last minute with little to no money, you'll make your Bonnaroo infinitely better by listening to and considering these tips to get yourself ready. First, and this may seem obvious, buy a ticket. They only get more expensive. If you can afford it, pay in full. If not, use the payment plan. It's $35 down. If you use the payment plan though, be sure to pick a payment method that you plan to have long term. If for some reason a refund is given, it'll go back to that payment method at some point, hopefully.
You need to relax.
Also, mark down the payment dates and the amounts in whatever calendar you actually use, and make sure you have notifications a couple days beforehand so you can make sure your payment doesn't get declined. If it gets declined, you may lose your ticket. Moving on to camping, if you think you may do GA or RV parking, you should start the conversation and try to decide how many vehicles might be in your group. This can always change, but the number of vehicles and the day of arrival will be important sooner than you think, because Tuesday, Wednesday, and possibly even Thursday entry for GA and RV camping will sell out sooner than you think. 30 amp RV camping has already sold out for Tuesday and Wednesday for Bonnaroo 2022. Expect this trend to continue. Last year, they had a process for changing which day your entry pass was for. A process which I used after we decided we wanted to enter Wednesday instead of Thursday. Although it took a few emails, they eventually responded and allowed me to change my pass to Thursday with no charge. Next, whether or not you've decided how many vehicles you'll bring, strongly consider buying a camping pass, even if you don't know who will be in your group. You'll need at least one, and you can always split the cost later with others. In this case, it's better to have too many camping passes than too few. They've gone up in price this year, but hasn't everything? And on that note, start saving money. Like I said, I truly believe Bonnaroo can be done on any budget, but if you're able to set aside $20 a week for food, camping gear, and supplies, you'll have $400 extra to spend on necessities and extracurriculars. My recommendation, put 10% of every paycheck into a separate account or start stuffing cash into a shoebox. Budgeting will be discussed a little further in this video and in much greater detail in future videos, but for now, just slowly start adding to that piggy bank. Another big one, get in shape. This is advice I should really listen to, but this one takes time. If you're already in great shape, screw you, I'm jealous. But for the rest of us out here with our pandemic bellies, take this advice to heart. You're going to want to look and feel your best for Bonnaroo, so at the very least, start eating healthier and doing daily stretches immediately. If you smoke cigarettes or use nicotine, now is the time that you've been putting off to try to quit. Your body will thank you, plus cigarettes on the farm have gotten to be like $15 at this point. Regardless, you should start exercising if you have the willpower. You'll be walking distances at Bonnaroo that you wouldn't believe. I mean, unless that jam track thing actually works out like they say it will. Start a shared packing list. Who in your group already has what big ticket items you'll definitely want but don't have, and where you might be able to get some things without purchasing. For example, do you know someone with a 10x10? Ask them now if you can borrow it for Bonnaroo, and you'll save yourself forgetting or someone else double buying. Also, seasonal items like coolers and tents are much cheaper right now. Plus, I remember hearing something about supply chain. I don't know. But the last thing you want to happen is to find out that it's suddenly impossible to find camping equipment. And then there's the obvious one. Start listening to the music. preferably the artists that you don't know yet, but be sure to mix in the bangers by the artists you love. Last but not least, get excited. Bonnaroo only happens for 4 days every year, or in this case, 4 days in the past 3 years. Don't lose sight of the fact that this will be a once-in-a-lifetime experience no matter how many years you've gone in the past, and think about what you'd like that experience to look like. Beyond that, I suppose you should probably subscribe to this channel and keep coming back for more news and analysis. Definitely do that. And definitely hit the thumbs up if you'd like to see more, and leave a comment below with anything I've missed. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Signing out for now, this has been KEFIN Kefin, but you can call me Steve. See ya.